Alright, so in today's tutorial, actually I was already thinking about doing a video like this because I learned kind of a different way to put my eyeliner on, and Diamond made me think about it after she commented on one of my videos about it. I hope this helps somebody out. I have to figure out a good way to explain this. But when you're putting on liquid eyeliner, I'm actually trying to follow my line, because usually I will hike it up and push it up this way. But I realized with starting and pushing it up this way, it does give a different look to your eye. Maybe if you have more of a droopy eye, that's the look that you can try. But for me, I was doing, one major thing I was doing wrong is I was doing a really thin line and making it long, and it was just making my eyes look longer. So I just don't want my eyes to look long. I want it to look long and also kind of have a fuller look. So that means I have to go over a thicker line because my eyes are already slanted. The last thing I want to do is make them look even longer and more slanted versus having a thick line and slanted. If that makes sense, I don't know. You see the corner line of my eye that's connected, like you have the bottom lid connecting to this and there's a line right there. That's the line I like to start off of. So I'm gonna start right there. So look for that line. Do that first and then start to come in. You can thicken this as you go if you need to make the line thicker because you have very slanted eyes, or you can make the line thinner if you feel like you have like a pretty good lid space. And if your lids are just too big, yeah, go ahead and make that line thick, that eyeliner thick, because it's just gonna look like your lid is just honestly like consuming the eyeliner. So to take away some of that lid space, to take away some of that illusion, or to create that illusion. All right, and I don't want to make this line too long. So if you follow this curve here, I really want to make this line thick to follow it. That's if you want a thick look versus, oh my gosh, no I did not. Versus a simple look. We'll fix that. Good thing about makeup is you can always fix it. It's only makeup. If you could only fix your past in the same way. And you see how thick I made this end part? So I was trying to make it literally meet up with right here. So I need to keep making it thick. Well, I just need to raise it up more. All right. And then make sure you always get near the lash line where the hair comes out of. Make sure you get near there so you can darken it and make it solid. And take your time. If you're trying to rush through this, you would jack it up. Look down when you're doing it so you can get the wrinkles out of your eyelid. Yeah, when you're putting on eyeliner, I forgot to say that. Look down and wipe off some of the brush as you go so you don't jack it up, especially when you get up in this corner. Maybe you want to get some of it off the brush over here somewhere. Maybe somewhere over here needs to be darkened. And try to let it dry in between. It's kind of like putting on mascara. Let it dry in between. Otherwise, you're going to keep wiping it off. Oh, I made that too long, but I need to make that pointy. So you can always clean this up with concealer if you mess it up. All right, so once you get some of that off on the end, then continue. And make sure, keep looking down. Otherwise, your wrinkles will jack it up. Oh, and try to blink in between. Oh, goodness. So the goal is I'm keep adding on until I get this to be straight from there. So there's no curve in this. I don't want to have a curve. I'm trying to get it to be straight. Come on. I need to put a little bit more on this. Just a little bit. Don't go crazy. Wipe some of it off so you don't put too much on and jack it up. All right, so like I said, the goal, I just keep adding on until I just get it to thicken. And there's nothing wrong with this part being thick unless you don't have a lot of eyelid space, then yeah. But what you may have to do if you don't have a lot of eyelid space, you might just have to recreate your crease so you can make it look normal, if that makes sense. Once you know where this line is going down here, that is meeting up in this cut, in this area right here where they connect, you put that line, fill it in, and then keep going. You can keep filling it, make this part thick, and that's the part I always have to remind myself. I want this part to be thick So as you thicken it, you have to make it level out, because you can't have it thick and then dip down and then come out. It needs to come all the way out. It needs to be full. Just have a nice little slick little curve, and that's it. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And then with this, you can always clean it up. You can come back, put concealer on top of it, or put another eyeshadow, same color eyeshadow on top of it. Let's see here. I'm gonna use a Q-tip for this. Bam, there you go. And then I'm gonna correct that other one in a second. I mean, honestly, Q-tips are your friend. And then I'm gonna take that other color and blend it over. And then voila. But like I said, key tip is keep your eyelid down when you're doing this. Otherwise, all the wrinkles is gonna keep getting caught up on it, and you're gonna get frustrated. Another tip I would like to recommend is making sure you get a good liquid eyeliner. Sorry, not liquid. You get a good pencil eyeliner. If you like to use gel, I know a lot of people like to use Inglot, the black gel eyeliner. You can use that as well, but use a black eyeliner so you can black out your waterline, so your waterline isn't peeking through. That's another thing that can kind of like make it look odd. I know I noticed it. Like, I see it now. Like, you can see my waterline up here, and then when you put mascara on, it's just not enough. So go ahead and if you want to, you haven't gotten used to doing this yet, it's okay. You can always look away, look in the opposite direction, and then blink in between. Don't forget to blink, because if you don't blink in between, you're gonna jack up when you're putting the eyeliner on as well, or the wing liner. And then already it looks full. And then when you put your mascara on, you're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. All right, so once again, look for the slit in your eye that connects the top lid to the bottom lid, and that's where you wanna draw the line off of. So once you see the slit, go close to the end of that slit and draw your line on, and then start from there, okay? Struggles making them look alike. This side leans out a little bit more. This one's going a little too far up, so I need to actually make this go down a little bit more. All right, and I kind of made them look relatable. So that's the other struggle, is getting them to look alike, because the other thing you also have to remember is both your eyes are not shaped the same, believe it or not. And a lot of times you'll notice if you look at it, like your eyelid, one may hang over more and the other one, eyebrow may be completely shaped differently than the other. And that's just kind of the gist of it, you know. Our 2 feet, our 2 eyes, everything is not alike, but you do try your best to make them look alike and not completely different. Anyway, I hope that this video was useful. I hope you found some kind of useful tip in it to help. I know there's a whole bunch of videos out there, but honestly, the best way that you can learn to do anything is through a lot of practice. So don't look at it as wasting the product, because really you'll be wasting the product if you don't use it and practice with it. So practice is truly what makes perfect. I remember telling my best friend about her, she didn't want to waste her eyeshadow and stuff like that, and I was telling her, I was like, the only way you're gonna learn is if you use it. So get your practice in, practice every time you're getting ready to go out. If you're leaving the house to go to the grocery store, if you're going to school, whatever it is you do, you're going to work. Anyway, just get your practice in, the gist of the story. All right, anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.